I don't know why. I decided I'm gonna go to church. I'll tell you why. I was flying to Jamaica. So I flew to Jamaica for 9 weeks. Came back the Wednesday. This weekend my mother called me and said, you need to come back to Jamaica. So of course my wife didn't like that. So it's one noise in the house. I said to her, I'm going to church. I need to be prayed for. That's what I said. I wasn't a Christian. I was Rasta, right? Dreadlocks, right? Anyway, I got to church. Cutting a long story. I got to church. When I got to the front of the church, there was a gentleman parking his car, right? And I tried to park and he pushed me out the way and he a few comments as well and he went. And I went to the park and I looked back and he walked into the church. And I said, this is why I don't like bleed Christians. Because I wasn't a Christian. I walk into the church because I said, no one is stopping me. I walk into that church. Full. This woman came, the usher came, and she took me to 3 rows from the front. I was like, woman, no, I need to just sit here and chill because I was so angry. Everything was just wrong. My wife was still cursing me. At the end of the church, now before the end, people were singing, clapping, music to play, preacher preaching. But to me, it was silent.
Right. When do you go to church on Saturday?
No, wait a minute. I'm gonna let you know. So, this preacher got up at the end, come to the end of everything. I said to my wife, I need someone to pray for. So I got up, and all these people were at the front. Like the pastor said, come, if you need Jesus, come, right? I got up, and I stood, but I didn't wait for him. And I said, and this is what I said to God that I know now. I said, God, if you're real, if you are the God who my great-grandmother told me about, if you're the God who my grandmother told me about, if you're the God who my mother and my father and my uncles and because everybody in my family are Christian, if you are that God, I need to know you for me and not because of them. Not because of them. And if you are that God today, so this is my experience. If you are that God today, and all these people are praying to you, these people are professing that you're God, you need to come down from heaven, because that's where they said you are. And this is how I was talking to him. I said, if you're that God that they're talking about, I need to know you. And if you're God today, come down today and touch me so that I know you. My brother.
This is my point. I will most respectfully come to your and his church.
1 minute, because this you're gonna do something. You're gonna do something for me this morning. And if God doesn't respond, then he's no God.
I did.
God said to me, I said to him, come down. My friend, as soon as I said, come down and touch me, this is what I felt.
Hallelujah.
This is what I felt. Now, you must have a father, you must have a mother, you must have a sister, a brother.
They're all very happily Christians that
But
believe
listen,
too much in God.
Listen to this.
And we'll have to drop
If
off.
I touch you like this, and your mother touches you, totally different touch, right? Would you agree? It's not the same. The emotion, the touch is there, but the emotion from that touch is totally different. When I felt that in my chest, I tell you, everything washed away.
Hallelujah.
Everything. So I then end up going to Jamaica. I want to tell you the
It's
truth.
like winning the lottery.
Sir,
Very
when
lucky.
I got to Jamaica, the week before, I was a sinner. So I did what sinners do. And what did sinners do? I go drinking, I go dance, women dancing, you name it. So I got back there, and the first thing my friend says, we're going out tonight. I got to the club, red stripe beer in my hand. Ask any Jamaican, they will tell you. Red stripe beer in my hand. As soon as I got into the club, red stripe beer in my hand. And we're talking, as people are smoking over there. And the
Wow, go on, baby.
Exactly.
What you telling me? Come, so. Come.
You understand? As soon as I took that beer, and this girl came out to dance, this emotion came over me. And that thing that I watched a week ago became obnoxious to me. And I said to them, son, guys, I'm going home.
It's just a lucky encounter
Sir,
for
it
you.
cannot be an unlucky thing. And I'm telling you, the point I'm making to people, I cannot prove that God is real. God does that himself.
That's the hardest point.
And you now need to pray.
That's why I said I'm more than happy to turn up to whatever ceremony.
No.
And if I'm showing
Ceremonies
it, I'm
won't
showing
save
it.
you, sir. I
won't-
tell you what will save you. You go into him and you say, God, Samuel has spoken to me about. My friend here, Rick, has spoken to you.
Every time I went to him, he let the most important people to me disappear. So I don't.
I tell you what. Each of us, what I've come to realize, we want to have God at our level. God is so big. He's so huge. Our little man cannot understand it. See, I was there. I was saying, God, then why am I poor? Why is that man suffering? Why? But you see, listen, when you get into God, he will show you. Because he said to me, Sam, look. He said, look, I went to Pakistan. People saying, where are you going to Pakistan to? I went to Pakistan, right? I'm in Lahore. It was their festival. But yet, I saw a man standing like this, hungry. And I'm sitting in this car, air conditioned, and there's this man in the sun and two crooks, hungry. When I look there are cows there are sheep there are everything. And I said to them, I said to the Lord, Lord, why is it that you have all these things and this man is hungry? You know what the Lord said to me? He said, Samuel, look around you. I have provided for my people. I have never left them. I have never forsaken them. My people has taken the things that I have given them and they have sold it to the enemy who don't like them. And go, guess who? The reason why you're feeling, God has called you, but the enemy says you're not going because of your experiences. Experience God, my friend. Experience
I'm
him.
not being disrespectful. My son's mom's calling.
My friend, go and talk to your son's mom. But say the thing I said to you. Don't say it now. In your time, sit down and say, God, I met this guy called Samuel this morning in Stratford.
No, I will.
Talk to him.
I will.
Because if he doesn't talk to you, then it's not
I
real.
do, because I look for a way to believe.
Sir, talk to
Before
him.
you go, I'll give you the channel. So
Talk to him.